So now that we've established that you can buy a piece of land in Dubai and build property on it, subject to the classification that that land comes with, what is the case? Why should you buy land and build your own property on it, as opposed to just going to a developer who's already built a property on that land for you and buying a property from them?
Look, Raj, to answer this question, first and foremost, when you talk about buying land and building on it, obviously it doesn't apply to someone wanting to buy a single apartment. For an apartment, you're not going to build a whole building. But it applies to people who are buying, large family homes, villas, or even investors who are, procuring assets in form of entire buildings. Now, when you go to a developer and you're buying a villa, say for example, just talking make it simple for you, you're going to a developer buying a villa worth 10 million dirhams. When you go and buy, you are given a choice of 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom. One is priced at say 9 million, 10 million, 11 million, right? Depending on the number of bedrooms, you select within, which unit number, and you buy that. For the same amount of money, if you go and buy a land and build your own, the first and the most important part is that you would be getting a house which is totally customized. It's absolutely as per your needs. You can design it the way you like it, have the number of bedrooms the way you need it. Probably you need more number of bedrooms. You need a study room. You need a home office. You need a place, a party area. You want to design it as per Vastu or Feng Shui, or you want to have, whatever you want to put in a private pool. The options are endless. It's like customization. When you go to a shop and you buy a ready suit, or you go to a tailor and you decide everything right from the fabric to the color, the fit, the style, the buttons, everything. So similarly, when you buy a ready villa from a developer, they're going to hand over as per their specs. They're not going to be doing any changes to it as per your requirement. But when you buy land and you build your own, you have all the freedom of designing it to the way you require it for your own living. So this is the first and the biggest advantage.
So let's say then you've got all this additional control, and certainly properties that are on the market today may have not factored in needing, an office or 2 offices. Like post-pandemic, what people need from their home has fundamentally changed. So you've got some additional control, but are there any additional controls in terms of the building process, in terms of the people that you work with, whether it be a development consultant like yourself or a project manager? Is there an opportunity for more transparency, or is it wait till we hand the keys over like it is with a developer?
Look, Raj, you are in 100% control of what goes into developing or building your own home. Unlike when you buy from a master developer or any developer, you are going to get a specification sheet and you're just going to be handed over that. Now, what goes inside, you don't know, right? From outside, everything can look good, but what's gone inside, you don't really know. When you're building your own home, right from a nail to the marble to the doors, whatever goes in as per your choice. It is as per your specification, and you are in complete control. Look, when you buy from a developer, what happens? A developer gives you a payment plan that these are the milestones where you need to pay. They send you an email, they send you a notice that this milestone you achieve, please pay, right? And before, even when you're buying something, say off-plan, you're paying 10, 20, 30% deposit. Whereas when you're buying a land and developing, the control is completely yours. If you're paying to the contractor, you're paying to the contractor when he's doing the work on site, right? When he bills you once he's done some work, you see the milestone, you pay the person. So you're in complete control of the entire process.
Okay, so I'm going to be a cynic for a second here. If a developer is building 300 or 200 of the same property, they're going to be getting the marbles and the materials. They're going to be bulk buying across hundreds of different properties. So you're telling me that if I have control, that's great. But my question to you then is, what's that control going to cost me? If I'm going to be paying for marble and this wood and everything that I want, surely I'm going to be spending more out of my own pocket to end up with a property that a developer could give me for cheaper. Or is it the other way around? I could end up spending less on the equivalent property that a developer would put together.
Look, Raj, there can be 2-3 scenarios. One scenario is if you build to a spec which is very similar to what a developer makes, you are definitely going to be spending less.
Okay, so if a developer has a let's just go with 10 million
Yes.
dirhams. If a developer has a 10 million dirham property, and I know you can't commit, and this is by no means, as we mentioned in all podcasts, this is not actual financial investment
Yes.
advice that you should be acting on. Always seek professional help before you make any decisions. But a 10 million property from a developer, how much would that cost me out of pocket? Typically, like back of handkerchief numbers.
You would be not spending anything more than 7 or 8 million for a similar house in a similar community.
Okay, so 20% net saving.
Yes.
Okay.
But, and let me just stop you there.
Okay.
And that also, you would get something definitely better spec than what the developer is handling.
Okay. Does that mean, therefore, that if I do spend the full 10 million that a developer would have asked me for, that I'll actually end up with something that's got a equivalent market value of 12 million?
More than that, maybe.
Right.
If not less.
So in which case, there's an opportunity to even make short-term capital as well.
Look,
by selling it immediately.
Yes, there are. I mean, a lot of people today are doing this as a business as well, and some seasoned investors who know the benefit of developing, they are doing that, buying plot, making a nice custom house on it, and putting it in the market. Because Raj, one thing you need to understand: when you put in a custom built villa or a house in the market, unlike when you enter a community which has, say, 100 units of the same type, a person negotiating on your particular house could be saying that, 3 rows down the line, I'm getting the same house for $500,000 cheaper. Why are you asking me for more money? It's the same plot size, same thing. Everything is the same. But when you have something which is custom built, it's piece unique. It's like one of one, like a limited edition thing, And today, especially, people are really valuing such, houses, because there are hardly any, good houses on the market like these. You could go into a community which has similar types of houses. There are many, but unique, custom built homes, there are very few.
Okay, so it's I guess a term that's going crazy on the internet at the moment is it's non-fungible. It's one of one.
Yeah, it's one of one. And
Okay.
it is because, you've made it as per your design. It's not something which you've, the house on the left and the right would be different. So it's your house, which is unique. So when you put it in the market, if someone likes it, they're not going to find the same house somewhere else.